I'm Joel McCower here in Studio C with Lisa Jackson from Apple. Lisa, when you came, we sat here a year ago exactly, and you had been at Apple.
Has it been that long?
It's been exactly a year, and you had been at Apple for 4 months running environmental initiatives there. And one of the things you said at the time was Tim Cook did not hire Lisa Jackson to be quiet, that you wanted to make, he expected you to be outspoken. How do you feel about the voice you've had and what you've been able to say about Apple in the past year?
I think a year ago we talked about making sure that when we spoke, when Apple or when I spoke about what we're doing at Apple, that it was authentic and that we took the time to understand where we could have the most impact from a sustainability and environmental perspective. And so I feel really good because I think we did something that is very near and dear to the Apple culture, which is to focus and simplify, to pick the places where we could authentically make a difference. Clean energy, the use of greener materials, resource efficiency, making sure that we're getting the most out of the resources that we consume to make our products, recycling, all those places where I think we've been able to have a voice in an authentic one.
One of the things that's happened in the past year is that your CEO, Tim Cook, has all of a sudden become outspoken when he wasn't even talking about this. He spoke at Climate Week, and all of a sudden, he's raised the voice about Apple and the environment. How much has that helped?
We thought it was important that as we see the lead up to Paris, that the world is talking about climate change, that the CEO of Apple, who's doing so much, also be willing to say that we mean it. We mean business was who we joined. Right. It's important, but it's also important that he do it in the context of the business reasons for what we do. It's the right thing to do, but it also makes sense for a company that relies on so much energy to invest in renewable energy and in controlling its energy future.
There's also, standing up to shareholders and, being, that's got to be just a really incredibly powerful thing for you a platform for you, both internally and externally. Talk about internally. Did that energize people when he sort of became?
Absolutely. Of course it does. It energizes me. It makes me happy that everybody gets to see the Tim Cook that I get to see as a boss, who is somebody who's drawn to these issues because he believes we have a responsibility to leave things better than we found them, and doesn't believe that there's some choice to be made between the environment and the economy, or our work, which is to make the world's most wonderful products. We can also make them the best products for the world, as well as the best products
for the world. But the mere fact that he said that these things don't need to pencil out, that some of these things you just do because it's the right thing to do, must be a really great platform for which you can then launch the next wave of initiatives.
It's a great platform, and it's what you said. It energizes, it unites us around an understanding of the value for the company that's really important, and yet we get really energized, as we talked about last year, about the innovation and technologies that allow us to do that. They're getting cheaper all the time in a way that makes great business sense as well. So yeah, it just feels like a great time to be at Apple.
Looking forward to seeing what happens in a year from now. Thanks so much, Lisa.
Thank you, Joel.